Well, hey there, friends. So, if you have been wondering how in the cotton pickin' heck to do keyword research the right way that's actually going to help move your business forward, get more traffic, get more eyeballs, and get more business from your website, then you're in for a treat. In today's episode, I have fellow podcaster Lissa Figgins and her coaching call, where we sat down and I sat with her and did keyword research to help her find the right keywords for her website and to write her page titles and her H1 text and her meta descriptions, all of the things that she needs to get the ball rolling for generating traffic. Lissa is a time management coach, a Christian time management coach, where she helps women to really get to the heart of their time issues and their busyness issues and help them to really bring it back to honoring God with their time. So obviously, I think that is awesome sauce. Further note, she's adorable. She's got crazy curly hair. And of course, me and my straight hair think that that's adorable. And I just need you to know that I said her name, Lissa Figgins, in my head and sang it to the Just You Wait, Henry Higgins, Just You Wait song from My Fair Lady every time I talk to her. So now you can say that too and sing that in your head as you listen to this episode, because I need you to sing songs in your head right along with me. So as you're listening to this, I want you to think through how you can do keyword research for your own brand, for your own website, and how you can pull some of these tips and apply them to your business. Because this is basically free coaching. This is basically how to do keyword research 101 every time you listen to a coaching call episode. And if you are ready to have keyword research done with and for you, so that you know that you are going for the right keywords, the right size keywords, and the best keywords for your business, then book a coaching call. Spots are limited. I only have so many hours in a month where my kids are otherwise occupied and not going to interrupt us. So those coaching call spots are gold, and they go quickly some months. So make sure to get that coaching call spot booked. And you can listen in to this episode with Lissa and think, oh, yeah, I could see that helping me as well. So listen in and learn how to do keyword research better to move the needle forward on your business and your traffic. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing. Do you want to grow your business with sustainable traffic sources? Have you heard about the power of search engine optimization and you want to take advantage of it to get more traffic, more eyeballs on your business? But when it comes down to it, does SEO feel complicated and hard to implement? Are you tired of wondering what in the heck to do with your website to get more traffic and more leads knocking on your door? What if I could tell you that there was a simple, proven system for using SEO, blogging, and copywriting to get leads from your website, and not just any leads, high converting leads. Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, wife, mama, copywriter, SEO strategist, and barrel racer. And for the last 8 years, I've been figuring out what works and what doesn't work in the world of online marketing to get organic traffic. And now I'm here to share all the things I'm learning in the trenches of SEO, copywriting, and content marketing. How does 300%, 500%, or even 12,000% more traffic in a year sound? What could your business do with that kind of traffic increase? How many more people could you help? So listen in and prepare to take notes. I'm about to drop simple, actionable SEO marketing and copywriting tips, all with a heavy dose of Jesus-loving encouragement. Let's get you more traffic and more leads so you can help more people with your God-given gifts. So what all are you doing as far as content goes each week?
So podcasting is the main place where I am. I'm very consistent with my emails. I am very consistent with my stuff in my community. I started having my VA do stuff on Pinterest, and then I just felt like I wasn't super clear on, making sure that those, the names of those words were right, that my SEO was all right. And she was pretty scattered kind of with summer coming up. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to go through this course this summer. Let's revisit, let's come back to this. And then eventually I would like to add the blog on. I was making your big mistake of just using my transcript. So I paused that. I'm like, I'm not going to pay her to do something that I already knew even before you said this is probably not the best, So anyway, so blogging is not happening right now, but I do want to get to that point as well.
Okay, so walk me through what all you do in your method.
we dive into the heart first and kind of like, what has God called you to? And
Mhm.
we look at 8 different areas of your life, because if you don't really know that, your
Mhm.
calendar is just gonna, yeah, be a
Mhm.
mess, or it's just gonna get messy again.
Right.
So we get into what does it look like to like follow where he's calling in those different areas. And
Mhm.
then we get into the calendar of, okay, so now how do I actually live this out, and not leave it with great intentions. And then we talk a lot about distractions and how do we stay focused? How do we manage expectations, and obligations and things like that we feel. So that's kind of like that third bucket, or kind of like all those things that can get us off course. Size wise, so I'm a toddler according to your chart,
Perfect.
which is great. I'm okay with that.
No, that's fine. How big is your email list?
My email list is like just over 400, like
Okay.
450. I've kind of been stagnant for a while,
Okay.
but I have almost 50% open rate. So I feel like that's okay.
Okay. Website views per month. What are you averaging?
You know what? I don't know.
Okay.
So I had just had a new website built in December, and I know there are analytics on there. I reached out when I started going through week 1 of your stuff, and to my website person said, like, do we have this on here? But
Mhm.
honestly, I don't even know how to go in there and check it.
Okay,
So
cool.
I don't know. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It just gives me a good place to start. Podcast downloads. What are you at right now? Total.
I'm at 13,000 ish.
Job. Cool, cool. And you've been podcasting how long?
Technically like 2.5 years, but the beginning was not what my branding is now. Like this
Okay.
branding all started in November. Like I kind of started playing with some different things. We're close to it about a year ago, but really
Okay.
like it got super clear and like leading with the faith piece in November. And then that's, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Cool, cool. Cool. So let us open up Uber Suggest. Do you know what this phrase means?
I'm guessing it's like work-life balance. I'm not sure why work
Which
is
is
at the
what I
end.
would think too.
That just seems kind of odd. Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's work-life balance. What does work-life balance look like? What does work-life balance mean?
On Uber Suggest, when you see a keyword like this and you're like, would that fit? It's always great to click this search result and it's going to show you
Okay.
what the
Okay.
top results are for that. So you can see like, oh, this is the whitehouse.gov that's putting this out. Probably can't compete with them, not going to try. But this is
Right.
showing you can see, okay, people are actually clicking on things that say work-life balance, not life balance work. And that's a weird keyword. I haven't seen that
Right.
before.
Yeah.
So way to throw me
Right.
a new one. Um, so that you could use, like if you were just creating something, you could use work-life balance and still be okay. You don't
Okay.
have to phrase it weird and say life balance work.
Sure. Okay.
That's too big of a keyword for your blog. We're going to search that one too and see what that one actually shows. Do you do much on time management? I'm assuming you do.
A lot. Yep.
Okay. This is time management tips is great for your website.
Okay.
Do you have a worksheet, a time management worksheet?
I have like a template, but I mean, I can call it whatever I want to call it, right?
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll search time management template, because if you can name something like that, it doesn't have to be the name of it on the
Yeah.
graphic, but if you can take something like that, let's say you have this work
Okay.
freebie and you have your website redeemertime.com/time dash management dash worksheet.
Okay.
You
Okay.
essentially you have a URL slug with this SEO friendly phrase that is helping you get found. Now, obviously, you need to use the words time management worksheet on page,
Right.
on page SEO, and in some of your H2 text, and then in the photo names on that page. But what this is going to do is then this Google is like, it's a whole static page of your website that you're driving traffic to. Like, hey, go download this freebie, and you have a good solid place on the web that has that
Okay.
keyword in the URL. Do you have a daily routines template?
Yeah, actually I do.
And I'm not trying to make you create things that you don't have or you don't use.
Sure.
Like
Yeah. But it's a word I can put with it. Mhm.
let's use what you already have and make it more keyword friendly. So some of these smaller ones are going to be great for when you are blogging.
Okay. Right. Because the blog is supposed to be like I have written down 150 to 300. So even though those are a little bit bigger, that's okay.
Yeah, because by the time you're blogging, you're going to be.
Sure. Okay.
And, if you're creating a blog a week or 2 blogs a week or whatever, like sometimes those 150 to 200 ones, you run out of them. Or you're
Okay.
like, I don't want to write one more thing about this.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. So calendar management, I don't hate. I mean, I know it's small, but it fits.
Yeah.
And that could be one of those things like you snap in your website strategy. That's what she wants, right? She needs the heart work and the priorities and that, but like this is what she's like, help me.
Yeah. How do I manage all these things? Yeah.
Yep. So I'm going to add these to your list so not priorities.
You think that how to be less busy is worth it with 40?
I just want you to know it's not big.
Okay.
So in 6 months, when you're like, I'm going to write a blog on how to be less busy, you know what? Write that blog, but know that it's kind of a low hanging fruit. Okay. You're not going to get 800 new subscribers from that blog.
Sure. Okay. Like, do you ever use like the word distraction? Like, would there be, because that would be like, again, the negative word. Expectations is another one that we talk a lot about. In fact, I'm developing my 4-week intro course that's based on our response to expectations, because that's really what keeps people, what motivates people, like what gets people off the couch and keeps them going. For some people, it's an external thing. I'm doing it because somebody else asked me or somebody else said or whatever. For some people, it's like, I'm not going to do it because somebody else did. I'm only going to do it if it's like what really resonates with me. And some people are a combination.
Here's my unsolicited thought on that.
Okay.
You had to explain what you meant by expectations.
Okay.
So for you to use that in your title,
sure,
major piece of your marketing, when you had to explain what that meant, means there's a lot of room for, I don't know what this means. My brain has checked out by.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if this is something that you talk about consistently with your people, you've already established this language. They know what this means. They know what you mean by this. Then maybe use that with your people. But don't use a keyword or a word in general that you have to explain in your main marketing messages and in your page titles and H1 text. It's just not going to serve you well, and it's not going to get people, the right people, coming to you if they don't even understand what that word means. Okay, now let's get into your website, your main pages, and those keywords. So since all of your online stuff has been done under Lissa Figgins, have you ever done any what's your branding?
Yeah. Yeah. So my branding is redeemertime.com. That's
right. But nothing is branded under your name, like Instagram, Facebook, anything like that.
Correct.
Okay. I just wanted to know for your page titles because we need to write those. Okay. So your new main keywords for your website. We talked through your podcast ones. I'm going to write your website ones.
Sure.
So your core website keywords, that your big overarching goal keywords. So your meta description, I'm going to write one for you just so you can see how I do this. And then we're going to hash through your page titles real quick because this isn't as important.
Okay. Yeah, I really like this keyword ideas where you can compare things like that.
And that's so nice. I've fiddle-farted around with keywords overview for a couple weeks before I found it. And I'm like, oh, never going back, ever. Because I use Ubersuggest at least 5 times a week. Okay, so let's do Christian life coach. Life coach is too big. And time management coach is too small.
Okay.
Right, like these might be your people, but it's pretty small.
Okay. So when I'm introducing myself, would I still say Christian life coach versus time management coach? Or does it not matter as much when you're just talking to people?
Oh, when you're talking to people, meet them where they're at. Like I don't tell anybody in person that I'm an SEO consultant because they don't even know what that means.
Sure. Sure.
My husband's like, what do I tell people? And I was like, I'll tell them I get them more website traffic and
Yeah,
I'll get you more website traffic and
right. That's all I want.
website. Like that's what, that's what matters to them. Like, what's your main CTA? Learn how to.
The TSO that's on my podcast right now is be more present with life planning and time management for Christian women.
Okay.
And women really resonate with that be more present thing again, but that's usually, like
Right.
that's not typed somewhere. That's just them seeing it so they can.
Boom. Yes. Okay. This is your meta description. So see how I worked in the keywords for this page.
Okay.
Okay. Your homepage is going to get the most views of any page. So we want to like spit shine that one up the best.
Okay.
So I used time management tips, work-life balance, Christian life coach, your name, be more present, and then productivity.
Okay.
Okay. Which obviously productivity is too big to be like a main goal keyword, but like it's still people know what it means,
Yeah.
So about page is going to be like, it's going to stay about, right? Your name. Is it your, what do we have here? You don't have an about page.
I don't have an about page. Do I need an about page? Because I've had other ones. I mean, like there is about me. Like if you scroll down, there's like a section about me, but like
You need a
it's
page.
really not about me.
You need a page.
Okay. So there's like about part right there.
Because people want to know they want to know who you are, right? By the time they're on your website,
Sure.
thinking around,
Okay.
I think you need an about page that is very customer centric in your copy, because
Okay.
statistically, your about page is one of the most visited pages on your website. And so
Really?
if
Okay.
you don't give them a page to go to, you're losing some of
They're
that
gonna
potential
find it.
traffic. But you
Okay.
just make it very customer centric. It's not like, hi, I'm Lissa, I like long walks on the beach and pina coladas.
Yeah.
That's not the
Yeah.
point. The point is,
Could it be under the Let's Connect one where it's like,
no,
here's who I am?
that's
No, is it
work with
separate?
me. This
Okay.
is your essential, like, work with me, talk
Okay.
to me, connect with the group.
Okay.
I want something that says about Lissa,
Okay.
meet Lissa, because they want to get to know you, and they do get to know you on your podcast, right? The podcast listeners are not necessarily the ones going to your about page. It's the blog readers and the I just found you on Google people.
Sounds good.
Oh, cool. I'm excited. So your homework is to get all those things in there for you. So obviously, Lissa and I talked about a bunch more after that, and I helped her write out her page titles and her meta descriptions, and we laid out her blogging foundation for when she's ready to start that. But for the sake of time, we cut the episode here. So if you're ready to finally know that you have the right keyword strategy, that you're going for the right keywords to get you found by your ideal client, get traffic to and sales from your website, then book a coaching call now. The link is in the description. You get an hour of my very focused attention, and let me tell you, this girl can get a lot done in 1 hour. So book that coaching call. I love helping y'all build your business using SEO, get traffic using real working SEO strategies. And I'm looking forward to helping more and more of you with one-on-one coaching calls. All right, have a great rest of your day. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.